All right, hey Math 7. We are going to talk about evaluating expressions today. So the learning target is evaluate algebraic expressions. So some things to know when we're talking about evaluating means we're trying to find the answer, okay? So think about evaluating means find the answer. So our key steps are we are going to substitute, meaning replace, the variable with a given value. It's important that we rewrite the expression and then we follow order of operations. So let's take a look at the first one. We have 3x plus 6, which normally, if we were to say 3x plus 6, we wouldn't know what x was. But this time they said x equals 7. So I can plug that in and do 3, and in place of x, I'm going to put 7 plus 6. So that's what I mean by rewrite it. So I'm putting 7 in the place of x, and I'm putting it inside of parentheses because if I put 3 and then 7, I might mistake that for 37. We don't want that. So 3 times 7 is 21. 21 plus 6 is 27. The second one, 4 minus 5d when d equals 2. So 4 minus 5, put in 2 in place of d. So working that out, that'll be 4 minus 5 times 2 is 10, because order of operations, I need to multiply before I do the subtraction. 4 minus 10 would be negative 6. All right, next one, negative 10f plus 12 when f equals 3. So first step, let's write out negative 10, and in place of f, let's put 3 plus 12. So now order of operations, I'm going to do negative 10 times 3, which would be negative 30. And then negative 30 plus 12 would be 30 minus 12 is 18. So negative 18. All right, 5g plus 4h minus 6 when g equals 2 and h equals 3. So I'm going to do 5 times 2 plus 4 times 3 minus 6. So don't skip the rewriting step. So next thing I need to do is my multiplication. So I'm going to do 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 times 3 is 12, minus 6. And then I'm doing addition and subtraction from left to right. So that would be 10 plus 12 is 22, minus 6. 22 minus 6 is 16. Final answer. All right, next one, I have negative 3x minus p plus 14. So negative 3, and it says when x equals negative 3 and p equals 7. I know some of my new Math 7 people, we're going to keep working on the negatives. So don't worry if you're struggling with the ones with the negatives, that's to be expected. We'll work on that. So in place of x, I'm going to put negative 3 minus 7 plus 14. So order of operations, I'm going to do my multiplication. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9 minus 7 plus 14. Now remember, I do addition, subtraction, left to right. So 9 minus 7 is 2. 2 plus 14 is 16. All right, the next one I have x times y plus 2. So I'm replacing both x and y when x equals 3 and y equals negative 5. So that will be 3 in place of x, negative 5 in place of y, plus 2. So evaluating, 3 times negative 5 will be negative 15, plus 2. Negative 15 plus 2 will be negative 13. All right. M equals 6, and my expression is negative 2 plus m squared. Ooh, exponents. Yes. So let's write negative 2 plus, and then I'm going to put my 6 in place of m, and then the 2 is on the outside. So 6 squared, order of operations, I'm going to do 36. So negative 2 plus 36 will be 34. All right. So the trick with exponents is if the 6 had been negative, it would have gone inside my parentheses and it would have been squared. So this next one, I have 4 minus p to the third power. So I am going to take out p and do what we did before, and I'm going to replace it with a 3. So that means I have 3 to the third power, 4 minus 3 to the third power. That 3 does not become negative when I put it in. So it's not going to be a negative 3 to the third power. Although in this case, it would still end up being the same thing. But it can kind of get kind of tricky if you have even powers. So we have to be careful. That's why we put the number inside the parentheses that we're replacing, and then put the exponent at the top. So 3 to the third power is 27. So 4 minus 27 would leave us with, drum roll. Okay, don't drum roll. It's too loud. Negative 23. I apologize, just substitute. All right. Check the agenda for your assignments.